Welcome back, it's Purple Fox, and we are back with a new take on the 2020 presidency. First, I want to thank everyone who has shown mad love in the past vlogs 1, 2, 3, and 4. With that being said, this is vlog number 5, and we are going to start covering the newest cheeky peeks, angles, and runout that Siege has to offer from the top-notch YouTubers that I love to watch. We are going to cover maps like Oregon, Chalet, Villa, others like Themepark, and specific operators such as Buck and Hibana that you'll see later in this video. Be sure to like and comment down below to let me know what kind of future content you want to see, and subscribe to get the notification when it comes live. With that being said, let's get right into it. Alright, here we are on Oregon in the master bedroom. I'd like to call this the bot spawn or the bot spawn peak. This is because this is a really easy angle and an easy setup to hold that even a bot could do it. This angle is really going to get your opponent to say, what the f just happened? This is a spawn peak that just about everyone knows, except with a twist. As you can see here, you set up, you put in an angle on the back wall, the soft wall behind you when you're in bedrooms, and you peek through the window, and as you can see, when we're running down here, you have this angle all the way down past the cop car here. And as you can see here, if you're spawning, you can't see this. It's craziness. And this angle is just deadly because you could see him with a scope. Now we are in the bathrooms of Oregon, and we are going to make a spawn peek into junkyard right over the truck, as you can see here. This is a well-known peek, but an effective one, whereas it can catch even the most well-played Siege players off guard. So a lot of players like to play fast and heavy and don't check their peaks, especially if they're higher ranks and think they're playing versus lower. So be sure to check this spawn peak, and be sure to check this spawn peak whenever you're spawning in junkyard, because it is one that many people take advantage of. So watch yourself. So now we're moving over to Villa with a spawn peak and study. This peak is set up by breaking the barricade where you would see a noob spawn peak. So then you set the ping on the brick in the back, and you're able to make a bullet hole, a cheeky one, with a line of sight into the spawn where they'll run through, and you're able to pop them in the head. Once you hit one of these headshots, an opponent will be messaging about being toxic for sure. So we're going to run over and check out what it looks like from the perspective of the opponent. I got shot one time with this in the head coming through, and I had to look it up. And I found this one, and it is the best spawn peak that I've seen in a long time. Over to Cafe, the Russian Bakery, I would like to claim the name of this as the Russian Vodka Runout. So moving into Bakery and the double barricade, we want to break this down at the start of the round. One thing to note is wait 4 to 5 seconds to pass before the round starts, and then run out once the time is right and shoot up like you're Rambo in the jungle, going crazy, baby. So once Rambo has come back to reality, let's take a look at a sneaky spawn peek on Chile. Once spawned and set up, move over into Trophy and break open the east side window. Once this window is open, you will have a booty clapping angle into the east side garage spawn. This angle is very hard to see from the perspective of the attacker, which makes this a great angle to use over and over again. The man, the myth, the legend, Joe Dirt. I'd like to tribute this to him because of this one being one of my favorite go-tos to get some easy picks at the beginning of the rounds at Clubhouse. By impacting or opening up one of the soft walls at the end of Dirt, allows you to run out on construction spawn at an unexpected angle. This works great and about 99% of the time catches the attackers way off guard. But a drawback to this is you can only use it once, and then the opponents either don't spawn in construction or are looking for you off the rip. Use this run out wisely because it's either a ball buster or a ball crusher. So changing approaches of spawn peaks and angles to tips and tricks to maps, such as Themepark. Now that the rework has been out and established at Themepark for a little bit now, I have to say I'm not a huge fan. Now this may be because I wasn't a huge fan of it before the rework, or it's because of my lack of map knowledge, as I'm sure I am not alone. If it is knowledge you lack, here are some creative vertical plays you can make with Buck into the second floor office. By bucking the floor next to the small bar, you're able to get angles down into throne room that will help move, push, and herd the anchors into line of sights for those outside of OBJ and your teammates. And this also allows for Buck to remove the bandits on the reinforced wall if there is a lack of Thatcher, Cali, Twitch bans, or just a lack of equipment to get within the room. So with that being said, I'm going to open up a little bit more of the floor with Buck, my dudes, and give you other angles that might be possible to use. Now this is not been used in game by myself. I haven't seen it on any other players or on YouTube so far. Now if you've used these, please send me comments, let me know down below. I'm curious to see what kind of vertical play is able to be used with these soft floors. I think it can be very, very useful and beneficial once figured out. There's a lot of play here, so like I said, be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about these angles. I know that this floor isn't, below this floor is not the main room of throne, and it's hard to get into that main room of throne, but I'm going to show a little trick here on the flip side about how to get angles into that back side of throne room that doesn't have the soft floors. So when defending throne room, the double walls on the north side of OBJ is a crucial holding point so the attackers cannot get lines of sight into the objective. As an attacker, one way to MacGyver around this is moving to the stairs in the yellow corridor. By doing this, you can vault onto the railing.
2 hours later.
Once on the railing, be sure to stay as far right as possible when vaulting. And by that time, you'll be able to move to the pipe that's right behind you that runs down the stairs. You will see your operator drop slightly, which allows you to stand up. And by standing up and shooting out the soft wall at the top of the reinforcements, you will get angles going deep into OBJ that will lock in some easy picks on anchors.
Oh my god!
Now we are with one of my recent go-to operators, my girl Hibana. I think Hibana is a much underrated operator that has a gun that can clap cheeks if you hit your shots. We are spawning at the main entrance at Coastline, where Hibana is a key operator for attacking kitchen. By opening the front double barricade and using the 300 level IQ of Hibana's X-Kiaros at kitchen. Analyzing kitchen from a defender standpoint, these three walls will most often be reinforced along with the walls in the kitchen itself. By moving towards the north end of the kitchen, there is more often than not a rotation hole that is placed here for the defenders and a reinforcement on the wall next to it. By using Hibana's X-Kiaros at these points along the reinforced or soft walls, you can open up lines of sight that can watch the key rotation holes for the defenders and move out anchors that sit in these pesky corners when defending that you just can't seem to get to as an attacker. With these holes made by Hibana, attacking kitchen is damn near a guaranteed lock for the boys. With another attack by Hibana, Hookah and Billiards is definitely the most popular bond site on Coastline. I like to start at main entrance when playing Hibana, and then I can move to the roof and around the map from there. As always, be sure to check the windows and peaks so you can catch any easy kills on defenders that are roaming. Once at the roof, move over to the open corridor where the wall leading from the billiards to the corridor is probably going to be reinforced. And at this point, you will be able to shoot your X-Kiaros at the wall in the top right corner to cause an angle that will allow you to see deep into the OBJ of billiards. And with this angle, you'll be able to hold off and cut the rotation hole that is usually between the wall from billiards into hookah. Now this is a key hold because many teams use this rotation. You're able to see the rotation into hookah, out of hookah into billiards, and also the door that runs from billiards out into the hallway outside of hookah. So last but not least, a nifty trick with Hibana's X-Kiaros when attacking garage at consulate. Again, be sure to check all your spawn peak areas while moving into position, which is down by the car outside the garage door. Once in position, shoot out the windows of the car that line up with the X-Kiaros as you will see here.
A few moments later.
As you see here. This may take some time to get it, but practice will make this work. It will prevent bandit from bandit tricking because you will have 3 X-Kiaros on all 3 of the garage door walls. This will allow you to look into and peek in through the holes into the garage on OBJ from 3 different directions. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe.